Give it for our next fighter, Mohammed, Jameel.
Right, our next fight on the card is Mohammed Jameel versus Sultan Ahmed.
So, from the blue corner, the first fight coming out is Mohammed Jameel. Again, another fight from Slough and again from K's Gym. Like we've seen already, these guys, they're all prepared, professional, and again, we'll probably see the same thing with Mohammed Jameel. And just looking at his bio over here, so Jameel weighed in at 72 kilos and is known as Jimmy. So let's see what Jimmy brings to the table today.
Mohammed Jimmy Jameel, hey?
That's right.
Okay.
So this is a welterweight bout at 70 kilos, boxing, and we're just waiting for Jimmy to come out.
Jimmy's certainly the most unorthodox ring name I've heard. Normally it's the Predator or the Bulldog. Well, we got Jimmy tonight.
Jimmy in the house.
Nice and easy. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Mohammed Jameel, Jimmy, he's just come outside. He's got a, he looks pumped, that's all I can say. He's got his, looks like a
high-vis jacket
high-vis jacket on there.
Yeah.
Not sure what that's about, but
I think
let's see.
It's come to do work, that's why.
Oh yeah,
There you
I
go,
like
ladies
that.
and gentlemen.
The high-vis, I think, could be a representation of work, maybe. Gives a salute to the crowd. The crowd are buzzing.
Again, a lot of sport here for the guys at K's Gym. Local fighter, so I'm not surprised really. And I've got to say, my fellow commentators, what a show Noman's put on. And again, the first Strikers Night for BBFS, and it's packed. Brilliant atmosphere, and absolutely pleasure to be here.
I think it's great when you get guys at this level who can get a platform.
Okay, guys. Next fighter in the ring is Sultan Ahmed. He's down as an independent fighter. He's got a record of 6 wins and 2 losses, so he's definitely got experience fighting out of Slough. He says he doesn't know nothing about the background of his opponent. He's just playing it by ear. 2 years of white-collar boxing experience. And what made him get into fighting? First started seeing what he was about, and then now competing in events, and he became addicted. His favourite fighters are Rocky Marciano, Nigel Benn, and Triple G. His ambitions in boxing are to look to turn pro, if not in the near distant future, and conquer the domestic scene. Now let me tell you something, guys, about this fighter, Sultan Ahmed. His family eat, breathe boxing. I actually personally used to train with his cousin Humran Shiraz, who was he was an up-and-coming prospect back in the 90s to actually compete in the Atlanta Games. Boxing runs in Ahmed's family. He's got cousins who are in the game. One of his cousins is just turning professional, and in his corner tonight he has Ali Ahmed and another one of his cousins too. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this young man compete for the first time, live and exclusive.
Absolutely, and again, it's a local derby. Both fighters out of Slough, both out of we've got K's Gym and we've got the independent fighter, so it should be good.
This is a super welterweight 70-kilo boxing bout. In the blue corner, fighting out of Slough, K's Gym,
Mohammed Jameel just flexing his biceps there. Not sure of any confidence.
Samosa. Out of Slough as an independent fighter, Sultan.
Intense stare down there between both fighters. Both fighters mean business.
I think that's the stare down of the day so far.
100%. Touch gloves, and off they go. So this is Sultan Ahmed versus Mohammed Jameel. Nice little weave there from Sultan. Steps forward like he's going for the heads as Ahmed throws eye punch.
Sultan looks like he's using that jab very effectively there.
He's got really nice footwork too to match that.
Jameel needs to keep those hands up there.
Ahmed Jameel is the one who's moving around. He's using the ring. He's moving around way more than Sultan is.
Big cross here by
Absolutely.
Sultan. Certainly, he seems a bit tense.
Yep.
You know, he's got the reach. You know, throwing that jab out.
But he's using that ring well, I think. Because if he just stands in that one position, I think Khan will tee off on him otherwise.
I think Mohammed, even though like he's moving around a lot, it seems like there's a bit of nerves in there, and his guard he seems to be dropping it a bit more. He's a bit less disciplined than Sultan is there.
I like the way Sultan Ahmed just draws his opponent in. You know, nice head movement there. You know, weaving the punches.
Sultan does look the more polished boxer clearly at the moment.
Very, very composed, very thoughtful
there
in
by
his
Sultan.
movement.
That cross just missed.
Great jab there from Ahmed.
Last 10 seconds.
I think this is a great display of proper boxing from Sultan.
Absolutely. That's a lovely weave and a cross there.
Good round there by both guys. You know, the movement, the sweet science and boxing movement certainly there with Sultan Ahmed there from Slough. You know, Mohammed Jameel, I think he's got the range, he's using his jab nicely, but overstretching slightly, looks a bit tense. But like you said before, you know, he's making good use of not staying in one place and being an easy target.
I mean, here? Clearly, we can tell, you know, Ahmed's the more sort of polished boxer. I mean, what does Jimmy need to do here? Does he keep doing the same thing? Use the whole ring, not stay in front of him, keep that jab?
Yeah, I think Jimmy's he's moving around. I think he's actually doing more work than he needs to when he's moving around. He's letting Sultan just walk him down. Yeah. He's just walking forward, and Jimmy's going left, right, left, right, left, right, and he's using up a lot more energy when some of that energy can be converted into boxing. You know, using that jab a bit more effectively. Sultan's, you know, doing a lot of waist movement, so he's coming down quite low, moving around.
He's got good lateral movements,
Yeah.
Sultan Ahmed. So we're into the second round here of this 70 kilo welterweight boxing bout.
That was better by Jimmy there.
Big hook there by Sultan Ahmed. He's been looking for that all night. You know, he ducks down beautifully and then throws the overhand from the top.
Great head movement there by Sultan.
It's interesting, the footwork. Jimmy's feet are quite flat, even though he's moving around a lot. He's just flat-footed, and Sultan seems to have a bit more spring in his step.
But I'll tell you what though, Jimmy does fire back the 1-2, regardless of which way Sultan's going. He's still throwing the 1-2, you know.
Absolutely, Jimmy's doing well. I mean, clearly he's not the better fighter, but he's trying his best.
I mean, technically he may not be sound, you know, like Sultan Ahmed is, but you know, he's certainly got heart, and you can see that.
Just put those hands up.
I think he just needs, you're right, so he does need to keep those, because when he throws a jab, you know, the other hand just drops right down. Big hook there. I don't know if he's shaken. He's acknowledged that punch as Jimmy.
Sultan tried it again there. Caught his shoulder this time.
I mean, Jimmy looks a bit wobbly here. Definitely looks a bit wobbly. Just put those hands up.
It's a bit difficult to tell actually, so if he's rocked, because he's been like that all night, even in the first round, you know, it's just the way he is.
You're actually right, yeah.
His footwork is.
He looks nervous, doesn't he? Or uncomfortable.
Okay, Jimmy's Coach egging him on to go forward.
Jimmy needs to stop acknowledging those punches and come back a bit harder now.
Oh, big overhand there by Ahmed.
Big miss as well.
I think Ahmed needs to, I mean, he might be letting Jimmy off the hook here a little bit. I think he's got the ability to finish this fight quite quickly. What would you stay safe and play that game, or would you go in for the kill right now?
I'll give some credit to Jimmy here. I think even though Sultan moves very nicely, he's got great footwork and great punching, I just don't think he's got that experience to kind of actually take Jimmy out right now. And Jimmy's fighting back.
Absolutely.
You know, and credit to Jimmy, he's still in there.
Put it this way, in my opinion, I thought this fight may have ended in the first or second round. For it to go to the third round now, we're in. I think Sultan, he's looked good. You know, just more of the slick boxer, but I think he has to do a bit more justice with his punches now. You know, he's using the same combinations. He's weaving out the way beautifully, moving. Jimmy, he really needs to connect a bit more. Crowd going crazy here.
Brilliant atmosphere for the last round.
Bit of extra water there, the corner of Jimmy. Mohammed Jameel. Last round. Off they go, third round.
Great hook there by Jimmy.
Yeah, it's certainly frustrating, Sultan. I think Sultan thought he'd just slip.
Jimmy's coming out here at the moment.
The thing is, Jameel's not planting his feet when he's throwing that jab cross. That's where he lacks some of the power, you know. If he could like.
And the crowd has got behind Jimmy here. I think they all want to.
I mean, the crowd has changed here.
I think they can recognise this guy's got a heart, you know.
Absolutely.
Sultan gives a smile, you know.
Jimmy gives a smile back.
Both fighters putting everything behind those punches now.
Jimmy's obviously looking quite fatigued here. There's not quite
You
enough.
say that, but Sultan also looks tired.
Absolutely. And it's all well having that movement, but if it's not effective,
Well, saying that, Sultan set an uppercut there on his way in.
both fighters' hands are just dropping now. Again, Chimbi just looks so uneasy on the feet.
Thing is,
I think that's just his style, you know. That's just he's like a brawler style, you know, the never back down style, and this is what makes fights.
And it's deceiving as well, because you could be there the fighter thinking I've got him here, but it's just that false, sense of security.
I think that's exactly what's happened in this whole fight, and it tells a story as well.
Yeah, Sultan, you can see he's got great movement. I think he knows
how
he's
backed him up.
Chimbi's got him backed up against the fence. Brilliant stuff.
Last 10 seconds. Who's done enough?
Jimmy just keep his hands up. What a fight. What a fight. Great comeback from Jimmy there.
Mohammed, Jimmy Jameel from Slough Case Gym, and Sultan Ahmed from Slough have just put on a great fight for the fans. You know, it had like the fans on the edge of their seats. And us guys are buzzing as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
I think
let's talk about Jimmy here.
I think at the beginning I was, being a bit critical of Jimmy in that his footwork wasn't quite as nice as Sultan's. His head movement wasn't either. I think this is where Sultan slipped up, because for all of that nice footwork and all of that nice movement, he didn't convert it, and that gave Jimmy the space to get back into the fight, and he did right at the end there. It was great.
It was certainly a clash of the boxer versus the brawler there.
Absolutely. And what and Chimbi just showed tons of heart there as well, just to stay in there.
Great fun, great fight to watch.
Winner by unanimous decision, the red corner.
Well, there you go. You know, the red corner Sultan Ahmed from Slough has taken that. You know, he's obviously effectively scored in the judges' eyes more, and so be it. Big congratulations there for Mohammed, Jameel, Jimmy from Slough. You know, who showed great heart and resilience. You know, in
Jimmy, come back! He's forgot his pedal, but I mean, let's not take anything away. Jimmy has to be proud of that.
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
I mean that was, you know,
He's certainly done himself justice,
Absolutely.
and he's certainly, you know, a worthy runner-up. And you never know.
The crowd is still cheering for him, you know.
There you go. Listen, sometimes that's the way it works. The underdog, you know, may not necessarily look the most prettiest, but you know, he took the fight to Sultan, and that's what matters at the end of the day. Great heart and resilience shown by both fighters.